I can clip the thing out, but...
No?
Yeah.
So you're just going to clip it out?
Yep.
Like some sort of clip art, wizard gene, magic tadpole fuck boy with a tape ribbon and some scissors and some Barry Manilow. I love it.
Yeah. Hi, kids.
So anyway, this is Lucky's Comic Talk, and I'm merging with Kevin the Oddball to do some free comic book day stuff for you guys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What a free comic book day it was.
Show me what you've got! I've been waiting all fucking day to say that during this. Legit, I have.
It's true. He's been waiting all day. And we've been waiting all day to read one of these frickin' things. But I'm going to go over what I found first at the Laughing Ogre. Is that right?
North High Street, yeah.
North High Street, shout out. We've got the most badass looking Star Trek comic I've ever seen. I don't remember when the captain got buff, as you said, like that. And that goatee, man, like he's like a biker gang captain.
I was thinking like renegade hipster.
Renegade, yeah, he's got like a...
Because he's still like establishment because he has his fucking uniform on, but he's ripped the sleeves off. So...
The ripped sleeves, I kind of forgot about that.
Was that the free comic book day you got from them?
Yeah, and you...
What else did you get free comic book day from them?
You got the other thing as well, so I was going to save it, and we'll discuss that one together. But at Ogre, they had 2 free comics, so I picked up Star Trek The Next Generation, Mirror Broken.
Okay.
And another mystery one, which some of you may have seen because it was on the back side of this, so... We'll see who is paying attention.
Ooh.
But what did you get? I bought a couple of things while over at Ogre as well.
The free comic book stuff I got was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that they had going. Got that. Sha-la-la-la-la. And I don't know. I don't really read them to begin with. Not because I don't like... I mean, you know, I've never read the comics. And that's kind of weird because I was... all about that shit when I was a little kid. My real name's Luciano, and so having an Italian as fuck first name like that, and these turtles with also Italian as fuck names.
They're semi-Italian,
right?
A little Italian.
So, this actually looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to reading it, and the one that we both got that was the same. Was this Dragon Ball Super episode, Jesus. This Dragon Ball Super anime. And I'm really looking forward to this. Because I've been watching the series. Both Japanese.
Name dropper.
And, no, I would be a name dropper if I said Akira Toriyama. Oh, but he did write it. A story by Akira Toriyama.
Nice.
And art by a different gentleman.
Looking forward to that one myself. It's all black and white.
It is.
That's a spoiler alert.
That's old school anime. Is black and white.
Saving some money. I like it. Means more issues.
And
I'll take it.
I bought one thing.
Yeah, you bought one thing.
I only bought one thing from Laughing Ogre, but I'm going to let you go.
Want me to tease up with some of my little smaller items here? Picked up The Damned. You actually know more about this one than I do.
Know
you
nothing about
it. Well, you've at least heard of the writer.
Cullen Bunn, dude's fucking great. And...
Name dropper?
Yes, I am. And, well, at this point, I mean, it would be futile to deny it. I'm on fucking film.
Is it? So, that's not going to happen by the time this is over, is it?
Maybe? I don't know.
Oh.
I've been saying that.
Glad I wore track pants.
At least they're not your brown pants.
Not yet.
Ooh. But this takes place,
in hell?
Like 1920s gangster shit.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Got some demons in there?
There are.
I'm looking forward to it.
There are. There are demons in it.
And it
was a buck. And I picked this. This was one of the books that came out last Wednesday for New Comic Book Day. and I picked it up. I saw it flying off the shelf, and I just fucking swiped one.
Okay.
So I had to, yeah, you know, I got what I did, and I'm looking forward to
Got
reading
what
that
you
just as much
deserved.
as, yeah, just as much as, well, maybe a lot more than you are, but yeah.
How dare you?
I've actually read this one. Well, what, you're pulling out Injustice?
I'm pulling this out first, yeah, because
Okay.
I am looking forward to this game, and so I picked up the Injustice 2 prequel. I want to know what's going on before I start playing that.
Zach got
there's
that
a little
too.
pitch for the game behind it. Boom, boom. So I have no idea what this is going to be about. I assume it's some kind of sequel. Wow, it's a big limb that I just jumped out on. But we'll see what happens there. I'll be sure to let you guys know if I find anything cool, and if it's a bust, then I will definitely let you know. But I saved this one for last because I know you already have this, and it's a bit of a
Hell,
lead
I've
up
already done the review on
to
it.
what you
Well, no, I haven't.
are
It's actually going to come out soon.
coming
I have
soon.
to, yeah.
So you don't have to worry about me talking about it. Maybe I'll jump in and crash
Well,
the
if you
party.
want to come back tomorrow, or, you know, hook up tomorrow and do a little double team
Ooh.
and flick the pod bean.
Oh.
So,
I could be that guy.
yeah.
I could be that guy especially for Tiny Rick.
I mean, definitely for Tiny Rick. And I'm not going to lie, today was kind of, I got out of bed for Rick and Morty Day.
Yeah.
Because I picked up what I'm guessing will probably be my first trade paperback of Rick and Morty. Probably not my last over at the Laughing Ogre.
I wouldn't guess.
So, I mean, you know, that's one of those things that's a safe bet. Almost just taking the house's money on that bet. And I'm flipping through it. I'm already seeing some familiar faces, such as Scary Terry, bitch,
Terry, yes.
and maybe a Tiny Rick and a pizza person, you know. So yeah,
It's gonna be some good stuff.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's volume 1. So I want to say it's like issues, 1 through 4 or so? Or 1 through 5 maybe? I'm not sure. I'm just looking forward to reading it. I know I have none of the single issues out of this.
So it's
Except, well, I'm sorry. I'll correct that here in a moment.
yeah, you can.
Because that's actually one of the things that came out today. So
You can just lead off. Might as well lead off with that one, right? Just
Right.
Keep the Rick and Morty flavor going here for a second. This is our only other duplicate of the day.
yeah,
That was the
yeah.
other cool thing about Comic Town.
When I got the free comic book from Comic Town, I got the Rick and Morty comic book, and we both actually did.
Double time.
Right, double time, and
Go Team Morty.
it's the first comic book in the series. And that's actually what sold me on picking up the trade paperback. Because I knew I was going to read it and I'd want to know what the fuck else happened after that. It's like, I think the first issue's title is, let's see here, The Wubba Lubba Dub Dub of Wall Street. I know. I picked up the...
I was just giving another DBZ shout out, man.
I love DBs.
Interaction.
So yeah, the Wubba Lubba Dub Dub of Wall Street, and that tickles my dick. That title alone tickles my dick. It makes it want to wake up every morning.
You should probably get a second copy for that, though. I imagine.
Oh yeah,
Or it'll become unreadable.
that's
very
why.
soon.
That's why I picked up the trade paperback. See?
Stick resistant.
Mm-hmm. And the other two I got for free comic book day was the Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. I actually played the game, and it was really fun, and I thought I would check it out. And I liked the fact that it was anime style. You know, right to left.
Backwards book.
Yep. So, yeah. Culture, bitches. Get some. The last free comic book I got at Comic Town on Morse Road was the free Guardians of the Galaxy for today.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to checking that out. If you haven't heard, I did the review on the new Guardians of the Galaxy 2 movie, and I just fucking loved it. It was... If you liked the first movie, it surpassed all of my expectations. It bent my expectations over a coffee table and just gave it to it. But in a good way.
Yeah.
That was mutually pleasurable and consensual.
Yeah. That, I'm sure it was.
So what?
Definitely consensual.
What free comics did you get from Comic Town on Morse Road?
Well, I like the plug. My Morse Road Comic Town pick, Secret Empire. You've been covering this whole lead up with the Captain America, so I've been pretty interested to see where it was going. And so why not? This will be a little sampling to see if I'm going to be interested in reading any of them or just listen to you talk about them.
Fair enough.
Sometimes I like to just do that. Saves me money. I also...
Well, and you can always come over to the Lucky's Comic Talk library.
That's true.
And read some things on site.
I have a gold-plated library card.
Right? It's made from the pubes of angels.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they have gold pubes.
I also... Speaking of angel pubes, I also picked up a Rick and Morty free comic, and this one, Jay Baratrol's, I probably mispronounced the heck out of his name, Captain Canuck. This was my favorite pick of the day. Big winner here.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Think of This Is the End, Knocked Up, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That guy, the skinny Canadian guy, you know, who I'm talking about. Those out there who didn't recognize the name, that's who I'm talking about. He wrote this comic, so I was very interested to see what's going on there. Plus, tons of family in Canada. Love seeing a Canadian superhero. What was that other one? The Alpha Force?
Alpha Flight.
Alpha Flight, that's what we get. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Canada's
Everything
X-Men.
Canadian. Let's get them going. So, maybe Captain Canuck. For all I know, he might be a part of Alpha Flight. I don't think so. This looks like a what is that? Chapter House. So, yeah. Now the Canadians have two superheroes. So they're working there. They're like almost a mid-major.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Well, on top of the free ones that we chose, we kind of they played the grab bag game with us. You know, we had those, but I think you actually made some purchases as well.
I did.
I still have a few more free comics that I got. It was pretty cool.
Well, yeah, they had a gift bag for, I believe it was the first 200 or so customers, maybe 250, and they gave us 4 single issues. What were yours?
Well, I'm going to go with the probably least recognizable first. So, Starbrand and Night Mask #1. What was cool is these are all some older issues, but what was cool is they gave all #1s.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of, if you do find something that you're interested in, at least
It's
you're
the
getting
beginning.
the very beginning of it. So, that was pretty cool. What about you? You just want to go one for one here?
That works.
We got a handful of them.
You know, take turns, man.
Mm-hmm.
I got Avengers Standoff Assault on Pleasant Hill. And this... I love the simplicity of this because it almost looks like a file folder. And that's like I have an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Or, not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's a Wolverine comic.
Okay.
And the cover actually is designed to look like a manila envelope folder.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, I don't know what this is about, but this actually looks pretty interesting.
There's something enticing about there being nothing on
Rick
your
Jones
comic cover,
is
right?
in it. And if you're not familiar with who Rick Jones is actually the man that the Hulk saved, well, that Eric Banner saved, or not Eric, but
Eric Bruce Bana.
yeah, Bruce Banner, Rick Jones is the man that Bruce Banner pushed out of the way of the gamma rays and became the Hulk.
Ooh.
And there's actually, I want to say, a what if that went on whether, like, that never happened and Rick got hit by the gamma rays and became the Hulk.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So, alternate universe. I like that. Like, and then Bruce Banner just has to go on living life as a nerd.
Right.
My next number one freebie was a Hyperion number one. This is a Marvel guy. Lucky, do you have any knowledge of this guy? Because
not much.
I don't really know much. I see what looks like... It looks like he maybe is a human atomic bomb of some kind, based on what I'm seeing on this cover. Standing in a bunch of rubble with that... just a bunch of fire and stuff behind him, so we'll see. I don't know.
Almost like a Captain Atom.
Yeah, maybe he's just...
Okay.
Shit crazy. I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
Hopefully it's one worth covering. If not, hey, it was awesome again to find out about a new character this way. Good freebie there. Thanks again, Comic Town on Morse Road.
Right. My next freebie was Hellcat number one, and this is actually another character that I wasn't really familiar with, and. You know, the thing that I'm actually the most grateful for is all of the freebies I got in my grab bag were Marvel stuff.
Oh, okay.
Was yours?
I believe so, actually. Now that we're looking at it, yes, every single thing was Marvel. I hadn't noticed that at first.
Yeah,
but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning a little bit about Hellcat, you know. I probably won't pick it up.
Meow or something.
Right.
It's probably
with semen.
You know what they say. Sploosh.
With semen.
This might be the one that of the singles that I got for free, this might be the one I'm most excited about, which is Hawkeye number one. I don't think I've ever actually read a Hawkeye solo comic.
Okay.
Obviously a character I'm familiar with, but never to the point where I went out and spent any money on it. So maybe I'll have my mind changed by this.
I read Green Arrow, so it seemed really redundant.
Well, hey, good thing it was in my bag and not yours.
Right.
So now I can have one Hawkeye. We'll do a Hawkeye versus Green Arrow.
Ooh, that was pretty fun.
I'm going on Team Hawkeye by default because someone's a Robin Hood fan over here.
Yep.
Robbie Queen.
The next one I got was Poe Dameron number one from Star Wars.
Boo.
Damn.
Boo, Star Wars. I bet I'm going to get some hate mail for that.
Oh, fuck
I don't
yeah,
really
dude.
hate Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think Poe's kind of a wiener. I'm just not
fair enough.
Not a big Poe fan.
Okay.
Not a huge overall Episode 7 fan.
Even Edgar Allan?
That's a different rant. No, I'm into some Edgar Allan. For sure.
I just wanted to figure out if it was like because the name Poe.
No.
So
much of
that's
Episode
such a weird
7
name.
Was just an Episode 4 remake, and it just bothered me that, I don't know.
How it got gobbled up.
Wasn't a big Poe fan, so...
And it was just like a rebranding.
It really was.
I saw the strips put side by side. You can't really make the argument after seeing that it wasn't. And with that, talking about Space Odysseys.
In movies.
My last single issue that I got for free out of the grab bag from Comic Town on Morse Road was Guardians of the Galaxy. And this looks like a pretty fucking dope issue. Has the key players such as Rocket, Drax, and Groot, but it also has the Thing from the Fantastic Four, a young lady I am unfamiliar with, and a dude in a knockoff Venom outfit.
Oh, it's like a Venom outfit.
Oh, it is a Venom thing. Mask. It is a Venom thing.
Yeah, it's some kind of symbiote.
Well, excellent. Well, with it being the first issue, And you know what? I just saw something too that makes me excited about reading this.
What's that?
This was written by Brian Michael Bendis.
Oh.
And I'm a big fan of Mr. Brian Michael Bendis. I'm actually gonna... Don't know who you are.
Big fan of that last name.
Bendis. I'm more of a fan of Bend Her. What?
I see what you did there. Well, while you look at the authors, I will give my final single issue here, which is the New Avengers. You can see some differences there in Captain America, differences in Spider-Man. So, I don't know, this will be an interesting one. Not a new issue at all, but again, and if that's a female Thor, I don't actually even know
I saw
Thor
the great
storyline
meme.
well enough to know about that.
Thor's
So,
a woman now.
Thor is just a woman now?
Yeah, Thor. She was worthy enough to pick up the hammer.
Okay, so she just became Thor?
So she got the powers of Thor, and I saw the best meme ever. It said, so Disney owns Marvel now. Thor is under Marvel. Thor is now a girl. So now Thor is a Disney princess.
That is true, right?
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Isn't it, dude?
Interestingly enough, Thor, I actually got a double dose of the old Thorage. I got both genders here, so confused old Thor. But I think, which actually, I'll just get mine out of the way because I think your trade paperback was cooler.
Okay.
So I had it was Avengers: The Initiative Siege. It's a little glossy, going to be reflecting. That's
It has the desk cover on it.
That's the Taskmaster down there. Here's him from the back. Get it from the back.
Ooh, kinky.
This looks pretty cool. It looks like Taskmaster taking on all of the Avengers, so I was excited about that. And it looks like it's the old school Avengers. And there's a ton of other minor Marvel heroes in there. This is the one I peeked at the most. I snuck a big peek there, and there's a lot of minor nameless heroes that I assume are going to die rather quickly and violently. So there will be some good action there. Yours makes me laugh so much, and when you see this cover, I mean, talk about that just looks like a propaganda poster all night long. And
It is a propaganda poster. I mean, come on. And
that's a comic book.
I love it because the conspiracy theorist in me, this is the Captain America New Deal, the New Deal, Marvel Knights. And it was written in the aftermath of September 11th, and it collects Captain America 1 through 6.
Cashing in on the tragedy. As only Americans can do. I love it.
Well, but I mean, it's Captain America. Of course
you've got to.
Yeah.
Just like Call of Duty and stuff, man. Like,
you almost have to. It's like having a character. It's just you. His name's Captain fucking America.
I understand.
So, I mean,
yeah, I'm just saying what it is. You
and
know?
the conspiracy. I mean, I honestly don't think my grab bag could have been any better. I mean, I really don't.
Not for you.
Yeah,
I would say that was
it was spot on, and
then you went.
I splurged a little bit.
Then you went and done it.
And completed a set that I have been looking for a while. The limited run of The Punisher before his Unlimited series. So this was actually back from 1985. The Comic Town on Morse Road had a deal that if you bought back issues, that you would get them another one 50% off. I got the bundle for $30.
Bundle.
And
this was the lead up then. Like,
yeah.
Before
there's
Punisher
another one.
Ever had a solo run. This is what he had. This is what geared up to his solo.
And originally
run.
It was supposed to be like a 4-issue run, but it was so popular that they ended up making a 5th and running it in over. And that's I actually have like the first 8 or 9 of the Unlimited run
Okay.
from that. And the other cool thing I got was the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man number 316, which is, you know,
316.
super awesome because of Austin 316.
Yep.
Hit you with the stunner if you don't come correct. And come correct you must when Venom is back in town. Our boy Peter Parker looks like he's in a bit of a bit of a bind.
Sticky situation.
Yes.
I will,
as the British say, a sticky wicket.
Sticky wicket. I will say about the Punisher, it's interesting seeing the comics where he's wearing a full skin-tight bodysuit. It's really different from the Punisher you think of. There's no leather jacket full of ammo. Like you look at him and you're like, how does he carry anything more than 2 pistols? That
it was almost like a
where's he keeping any of his ammo? I don't even want to think about where his magazines go.
Utility suit.
Yeah.
He had like the bat belt. He had like the Punisher belt.
And he would pop shit, and then grenades would come out, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, now these grenades are normal sized, even though somehow they fit in this little."
It would even be like a tube that detaches.
Ooh.
Because he had high tech.
That explains it. It's very interesting to see him in tidies. That's all.
This is back when the Punisher was out of a van and he had a hacker buddy named Chip Micro. And Micro would get him into systems, into security cameras and shit like that, and he would design like flashbangs and shit like that too.
Okay.
And Frank would be like make real explosives. Just like, I want to say his specialty was demolitions and small arms. Okay. That's why he just fucking murders.
And the murdering is good.
Oh,
so, we have a lot of reading to do. I assume you're going to have some more Lucky's Comic Talks coming up. I'm
2 weeks behind on my pull list reading.
Okay, seeing all of this, like I have a lot of catching up to do. My backlog has grown big. We have talked about other things. Yeah, I would hope so.
You just gotta start working out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is. This was a great free comic book day.
It was a beautiful day.
Fantastic.
It was sunny.
Again. It was good. It was about 40 degrees when the day started. So thanks, Ohio. Picked back up later.
Well, we went to 3 different spots. We only went into 2 of them.
You can only get into 2 of them. That was the other crazy thing about Comic Book Day was how popular it was.
Yeah.
This was the first time I'd ever been to one. Again,
that was just huge.
Yeah, I was more into comics as a kid and then didn't really involve myself with it for a long time until we started doing these things. And so, but we'd gone to a couple of smaller free comic book days and never anything like that. I mean, we waited in line.
And this was like almost a mini convention.
It's really what it felt like, and then especially we get out to Pack Rat Comics and we can't even get in there. There's not a parking spot. It's so full, and there's a food truck there. There's a bouncy castle. There's
they had a bunch of shit. I mean, it looked fun. I'll have to try them out some other day.
Yeah, we tried Pack Rat. We did. Glad you had a very successful free comic book day. Because, there was not. There was a crowd of people so large outside. I couldn't figure out how we would have even gotten in.
We have found a parking spot. I was so worried about getting my car towed that I just didn't even really want to deal with it. So us just catching lunch on that side of town was fine.
Yep. Yep. It was quite a journey, though. We had our own little traveling comic convention today. A lot of stuff to read up on. So, again, a thanks to Laughing Ogre and who?
Morse Road Comic Town, which...
That's right. We'll be moving. Oh, you're going to have to exit stage.
I'm
left.
Exiting stage. I thought that was left, stage right.
Yeah, that's left.
Because I don't know. It's the opposite.
I'm just over here buying time. I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Fair enough. It's stage right because it's the audience's right.
We can argue it another. I don't know. I think it's stage left because it's my left. So
fair enough.
But I'm probably wrong. I'm not a
those of you in
theatricist.
The Columbus area, Columbus, Ohio area, to be more specific.
Not Columbus, Georgia.
Right.
We don't know anything about Georgia.
Neither do I.
But hey, Georgia, Hope you're doing well.
If they have a 94 Dilmont Drive in Georgia, these people would be pissed.
They might.
Because they get there and be like, what the shit is this? And I don't even know what would be there if there's anything there. But 94 Dilmont Drive, Columbus, Ohio, 43235. 43235. It's
Comic Town.
It's where they're going to be moving to. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the new space because it's the guys were telling me it's supposed to be huge.
Yeah.
Goddamn huge.
And across the street from
7,000 square feet. Yeah. Like across the thing, like across the complex, you know, because I mean it's like a business thing, you know, strip mall or whatever. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking out their new house. I mean, I remember when Comic Town was just on Morse Road, and when they put the expansion into Polaris over by the Rave Movie Theater. I used to do security out there.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of that store. It's just it was too small because they get legit tournament play.
Tournament play for what?
Magic the Gathering and other tournaments.
That's
and right. Like that's why I didn't necessarily give it specific. Like I think they even have like Pokemon, like everything.
Get down.
Yeah, and it's just you can only do so much with the space that they had on Morse Road.
Yeah,
and
it's still a pretty big space, but yeah,
it is.
They'll be able to do a lot more.
It is, but it's great to see them kind of move on up. Because I mean, it's not the worst area in town, but it's kind of like a new chapter in a continuing book, kind of like, you know, new location,
right?
You know, and I was even talking with the owner that
name dropper,
not dropping his name, and I was telling him, you know, the frenzy today that we saw had a big part to do with Guardians of the Galaxy 2 dropping the other day. And that's, if you haven't seen it, definitely go out, watch it. It's totally worth it. I did the 3D thing and I loved it. And yeah, it's just fucking awesome. Get over to Soundcloud, Bad Dinner Guests. I do a spoiler cast, but then I also did a written review that I put on our Facebook, Lucky's Comic Talk. So, yeah.
Look, it's down over here, if you need to know where it is.
First knuckle, come hither. And on that note, people, peace.
Bye.